Alright, we all know about the controversial fighting game series that is Dead or Alive. We also know that Dead or Alive has not had a sequel since Dead or Alive 6 due to the fact that the sales didn't hold up as much as they anticipated. And the thing about that is that it really sucks because it's like we are probably never gonna get a Dead or Alive ever again. Like seriously, they probably are not gonna work on a Dead or Alive for a long time. Like a long time. And that's the sad part about it, because I think Dead or Alive is literally one of the best fighting games out there, literally. Mechanic wise, how simplistic it is compared to other fighting games. You have your whole system, you have your punch, you have your kicks, and then obviously you have the block and all this other stuff, you have the grab. Like, the game was so simple. It was so simple compared to other fighting games, and the fact that they're not making any more Dead or Alive series after 6, it sucks. And also with, Tomonobu Itagaki, him passing away and everything, it's like I don't know, I feel like they want to keep it dead. They just want to keep it dead. Like, they don't want to make it alive. They just want to keep it dead. And honestly, I feel like the only reason why Ninja Gaiden got a sequel, which is Ninja Gaiden 4, and the reason why it also got Ragebound or whatever, is for the simple fact that they had faith in Ninja Gaiden again. And also, Microsoft was a big part of Ninja Gaiden 4, is the reason why it was even developed in the first place. I think Microsoft went up to Team Ninja, and also they went up to Platinum Games and was like, listen, like, you guys, Ninja Gaiden is a big part of our history of Xbox. So we want to approach you guys to see if you guys can make Ninja Gaiden 4. We will give you the money, we will give you the support, and we will help you side by side to publish the game. So that way, Ninja Gaiden 4 can be distributed on all platforms. People can now finally get to play a sequel to Ninja Gaiden, and it's been a long time, Like, Dead or Alive doesn't really get that much love in the fighting game community. I feel like it's always attacked. Like, it's always attacked for being like this game that's it just caters to like goonish material. Like, people don't really care about it. Like, if there's no gooning material in the game, then there's nothing special about it. I just kind of wish that Dead or Alive was a little bit more appreciative, and it's kind of sad that once Tomonobu Itagaki passed away, and everyone was all of a sudden trying to appreciate the series. While I do think that's awesome that people were sharing their fair share of playing Dead or Alive, I just feel like it's so crazy that it was so sudden after his death that everyone just started like praising the series. But it is what it is. Now, the reason why I bring up all of this is because I was reading this article on noisypixel.com. Mind you, this is an interview, but the full interview is going to be released this week. But I just want to point out something specifically. It was talking about Head of Team Ninja says that there's a chance we might see Dead or Alive 7 this decade. Now, we don't know when that could be. That could probably be in 2031, 2030, 2035. We don't know when that could be. Team Ninja is so busy with their own franchises, their own titles. Obviously, you saw Rise of the Ronin, or whatever that game is called. You saw that came out. I'm pretty sure that didn't even do that well as far as sales. And then you also had Ninja Gaiden 4, which I honestly feel like the game wouldn't have existed if Platinum Games was not involved, and also Microsoft doing the publishing rights. Like, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound was developed by other people. Like, it wasn't even developed by Team Ninja themselves. So they was like, hey, if you guys want to make a game that has to do with Ninja Gaiden, here you go. You could borrow the rights for Ninja Gaiden. Go make whatever you want. And then obviously with Platinum Games out there, Platinum Games, which I feel like Platinum Games had more with the development. When I'm playing Ninja Gaiden 4, I feel like it's more of a Platinum Games game than it is a Team Ninja game. So, like, playing the game, you just feel the Platinum Games feeling for Ninja Gaiden 4. So to me personally, I just feel like it feels more like a Platinum Games than anything. I just feel like Team Ninja is more focused on their newly developed IPs rather than their past IPs, if anything. Like, I don't think they're worried about Dead or Alive or anything anymore. Like, and the reason why I say that is because of how badly Dead or Alive 6 did. And the reason why Dead or Alive 6 did so bad, I'm gonna tell you right now, is because of what they were trying to do. They were trying to cater to a community that does not care about the game. They're supposed to cater to another community. They're supposed to cater to the fans, and they're supposed to cater to the Goonie community. I'm sorry, they're supposed to cater to that type of community. You know what I'm saying? Like, as ridiculous of how many DLC costumes Dead or Alive 5 last round had, is still catered to a crowd that was still buying the costumes. People were still buying the costumes. It was selling. And why? Because that's what Dead or Alive is about. It's about the costumes. It's about the sex appeal. It's about the fighting. It's about having fun. That's what it's about. Dead or Alive has always been about that. The whole premise of Dead or Alive, it's its fan service. That's what brings Dead or Alive together. Without the fan service, without the sex appeal, there is no Dead or Alive. I'm sorry, and that's what Dead or Alive 6 didn't do. Dead or Alive 6 took out the sex appeal, they took out the, you know, the catering to gooning, they took out the DLC costumes, they took out all of that stuff, and then it didn't sell well because, I mean, come on, like, what are you gonna play? You're gonna play a game that's just, it's just targeted for one community, which is the fighting game community. Like, they're the ones who killed the game, honestly. I'm sorry, they're the ones who killed the game. Like, you guys were so worried about how a certain community viewed Dead or Alive, so you guys took out the fan service and everything else. You guys wanted the game in tournaments. You guys wanted the game to be like easily viewable, like on streaming for like Twitch and like other things as well. Like, bruh, that's not Dead or Alive. At the end of the day, that's not Dead or Alive. Dead or Alive was competitive to a certain degree, but either or, yo, they still had the costumes and everything else. Like, why remove it from 6? Like, why remove it from 6? Like, honestly, all these people had to do is keep the same gameplay from 5 last round or whatever, make it into 7, put some new features or whatever, and then add the sex appeal again, add the crazy costumes, and just leave it there. That's all you have to do. That's how you're gonna get sales. That's how people are gonna buy your game. I mean, it's not really gonna be promised that if you sell the game with its sex appeal and Goonish material or anything like that, that is really gonna sell. Because Dead or Alive is kind of like a niche fighting game, to be honest. Like I said, it doesn't really appeal to that much audiences. It mostly appeals to like kind of like, I don't know, certain audiences, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of people knew about Dead or Alive because of the fact that they own Xboxes and stuff like that, rather than people who just like own PlayStations and never actually owned an Xbox or whatever. They never really played Dead or Alive or anything like that. You know, because most of the series was on Xbox consoles, and then newer people started playing Dead or Alive 5 and everything else. But to me personally, I feel like the peak was at Dead or Alive 4. Dead or Alive 4 was where the series kind of shined. That was Itagaki's last Dead or Alive game. Dead or Alive 5 last round was very good as well, but I just feel like it also wasn't as good as 4. That's just me personally. Dead or Alive Dimension was also really good as well, but I don't know. I just feel like the series hasn't hit it hasn't hit its appeal since 6 came out. You know, they tried so hard. They tried to do whatever they could to try to make the game appeal to a certain, you know, to a certain crowd or casual audiences or whatever the case is, but it just didn't work. And I'm sorry, Dead or Alive is as good as dead right now. It's as good as dead. Team Ninja's so focused on other things, they don't want to focus on Dead or Alive right now. And especially with Tsunobu Itagaki dying, they don't want to leave his legacy behind. They don't even, like, honestly, I just feel like Team Ninja doesn't give two shits about him. And you know what I'm saying? Like, after that whole thing that happened with, you know, the lawsuit or whatever, like, I just feel like they don't want anything to do with like his IPs. And you could tell with Ninja Gaiden 4 that Yasuke is literally the main character of the whole game. The whole game is literally Yasuke. Like, you can just tell how much Team Ninja is just trying to like be like, nah, like anything that has to do with Itagaki, like, you know, we're trying to create something new, something that's our ideas or whatever. Like, we don't want anything that has to do with Itagaki or whatever. But that's just what I think, honestly. But I'm just gonna conclude this video here. Please let me know in the comment section, do you guys think that there is a Dead or Alive game in development and they're just not saying nothing? Do you guys think that a Dead or Alive game will ever like release anytime soon or anything like that? And also, like, what do you guys think about Ninja Gaiden 4? I want to know in the comment section. What do you guys think about Ninja Gaiden 4? I know that the video doesn't have nothing to do with Ninja Gaiden 4, but I want to know what you guys think about Ninja Gaiden 4. Please let me know in the comment section. And please remember to subscribe and like this video. I will highly appreciate it. My name is Sam Manic, and I'll see you guys in the next video.